After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Stafford. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Well, after the standard two-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Second and 10.
Yellow 80! Yellow 80!
Throwing is Stafford. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Easy, 70!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Nixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal. To the air again, Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now Stafford. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. And a penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. Third and goal. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play coming now on this opening drive. This is third and goal.
250. Hey, Red. Hey, please.
Stafford looks to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they will decline that penalty, and that's going to force a fourth and goal. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
This is Jimmy Horn Jr. to return it. Oh, some strong running. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. Hey. 19.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Tight. Let's go. Ready.
On a slant, here's Collins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Ready.
Willis now off play action. And got his man complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Nico Collins, 72 yards. And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Patriots 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who have been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Big 20.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after After that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Nifty move. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that's been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Now Willis to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards and a 49er first down.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 10-7 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
Light. 60 boxes. 6.
To throw, here's Willis. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
White. Big 20.
Nixon with a first down carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set. Blue 60.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Stafford. That is caught. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
250.
Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
50, 21, 180.
To throw is Stafford. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
22!
Throwing again is Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd down and 1. Willis. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Nico Collins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are an extra point away from taking the lead in the Super Bowl. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Set. Alert. Number 20. At 50. 20 hot.
Here's Stafford. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
At the middle with Brooks here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That one completes in McConkey. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
19 left, Cowboys.
They go play action with Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. 2nd down and 6 now.
79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll run straight ahead with Willis. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and 4.
Warriors 70. Red. Viking 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 check. 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 65 check. 65 check.
Willis will look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Brooks. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Come on, come on. Set. 70 Rangers, 70, go.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Willis on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th.
On the jump.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
18 Cardinals.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Okay, ready?
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
The shotgun snap to Willis. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nico Collins with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
21, Patriots 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's good. Patriots, first down.
From the 50 at Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Zebra! Waiting! Hey! Check them out! 50-50! Big 20!
From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, easy! 53! Omaha, ready, move! Double right! 40 got! Hurry! Stop!
The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hansen. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Ready!
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
3rd and 3. Now Willis. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And he he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 4 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
27 on the play. And a 49er first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Viking 18.
Willis headed left off the option. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Malik Willis, 26 yards. And the 49ers will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And fighting down inside the 25. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now it's Stafford. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
53, 250. 50, 50.
Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion. So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
32!
Again, it's Stafford. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Red!
Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. The Niners take over at 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I looked to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Complete to Washington. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nico Collins with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the 49ers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Patriots 16.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Stafford now to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
10 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
Alert!
Throwing is Stafford. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards that time for number 14. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Stafford. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now Stafford. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Ready. Got 80.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jaden Higgins, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
That's caught, and he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. Fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive first and 10. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now Willis. And it's called Becker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Willis looking to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to have a Niners first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. In motion goes the tight end. Willis from the gun on third down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Cowboy 80. Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Hawk 70, Hawk 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Now a give to Brooks running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jonathan Brooks, a 23-yard run. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Set. Get away,
To throw is Stafford. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He gets this in the hands of Nixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Stafford. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two.
The Patriots will line up for a two-point conversion.
Hey, 70, zebra. And middle. Monday.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run right here with Brooks. And he stopped immediately there. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. This is 1st and 10.
10, 250, 0.
Stafford now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Touchdown, 49ers! Jonathan Brooks, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A 2-yard pickup makes it
From the gun on third down. Stafford. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
a gain of 7. It's fourth down.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5.
A gain of 5.
Back to throw. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
On the podium is Commissioner Goodell. He'll present the Lombardi Trophy to the San Francisco 49ers. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.